Hello everyone, Dom here, recording for MagicGatheringStrat, and today I'm gonna do some more Pauper playtest matches, probably 2 again, and I'm gonna use this sweet little deck over here. This is a 5-color forests deck, or 5-color green deck, which was which there was a video of on channel Fireball by Mr. Chris Davis, I believe. I will put the link in the show notes. He's probably way better at explaining what it does than me. But I'm gonna go over the parts of the deck regardless. So basically what you are doing is you're running 16 forests, and from there you play a lot of cards that say add color of any mana to your mana pool. So you have 4 Prophetic Prisms, 2 Springleaf Drums, 4 Abundant Growth, 4 Utopia Sprawls, which allow you to cast your off-color spells or your other color spells. Plus you have 2 Walkthroughs, which are basically in there for acceleration, because the deck can be a little bit clunky. Yeah, but apart from that, this is what you're generating mana with. Then the basic plan of the deck is that you're running 9 creatures that say return stuff to your hand. Mostly permanent, and you are also running 1 Drake Familiar, which just returns enchantments, but that fits right into the deck, as you will see in a minute. Then you are running 4 copies of Momentary Blink, which again exile stuff and return it to the battlefield, so you can profit again from enters the battlefield triggers. Then to the stuff you actually want to bounce back and blink. First off, you have 4 copies of Elvish Visionary, which draw you a card when they enter the battlefield, and 4 copies of Moldrifter, which draw you 2 cards when they enter the battlefield. With Moldrifter you have the sweet combo with Moldrifter Momentary Blink, which just for 5 mana lets you draw 4 cards, which is pretty sweet. Then there are also 3 copies of Low Missionary against the aggro decks. 4 life is a pretty big deal, and the 2/1 body for 2 is nothing to scoff at as well. Apart from that, you got 2 copies of Reality Acid. This was, as I heard, was sort of a neat little block deck. Basically the plan is you Reality Acid their stuff, so their land, creature, enchantment, whatever, and then you bounce Reality Acid back with either Dreamstalker, Skyfish, or Drake Familiar, so they have to sacrifice it. Then you can repeat that again. So basically you need 1 copy of Reality Acid and any number of Skyfisher, Stalkers, Familiars, and Momentary Blink with these guys allow you to just kill off permanents as you wish. Then you have 2 copies of Parallax Dementia. It's the same copy, the same concept, but it only works for creatures. It's a little bit cheaper though, so therefore the 2/2 split. And another neat thing is that with those guys that bounce enchantments, you can also bounce your Abundant Growths, which also says draw a card when you cast it, and also your Prophetic Prisms. So for the sideboard, I basically, for the most part, copied Chris Davis's setup. You have 4 copies of Forge Devil, which come in against the aggro decks or Delver decks and that kind of stuff. Then you have 3 copies of Thermocast, which come in against post decks. 1 Tin Street Hooligan against artifacts. 1 more copy of each Parallax Dementia, Reality Acid, just sort of basic utility stuff. I chose to run 1 copy of Curfew just because of my constant fear of Delver Fiend. Then 2 copies of Spreading Seas, again against the post or Tron decks or what have you. Then the 4th copy of Long Missionaries in the sideboard. Chris did run Ray of Revelation, which I think is kind of cute, because Ray of Revelation allows you to kill off your Reality Acids and your own Parallax Dementias. So basically it's just additional utility in that case. But I chose to run Wismere instead. It works quite well with Momentary Blink, and yeah, just basically a little bit more solid. Can also block a Solana Ledgewalker if it's not enchanted, things like that. So yeah, if you want a more detailed explanation, or a more proficient explanation that is, about the deck, then please go and visit and check out Chris Davis's video series of this deck. As I said, I will put the link in the show notes. But yeah, I give this deck a little spin. try it out in some matches in the tournament practice room, and I'll see you soon. So here we are for match 1, playing against Mr. Emmerich Ziss. I haven't played against this gentleman, I think. This hand is very good, I think. It has all our manas, it has some stuff to blink, so we're not gonna mulligan this. Let's see what we're up against. Blue. Island Preordain. Could mean several things. Could mean Post, could mean Fisher Storm, could also mean Delver or Delver Fiend. Basically anything. So what do we want to do here? I think we want to build up some pressure and probably run the Core Skyfisher next turn. So I will cast an Abundant Growth, I think. So that next turn we can cast Utopia Sprawl on this one, and then cast the Skyfisher, getting back the Abundant Growth. So it is mono blue Delver. Huh. That's kind of unfortunate because he probably has Spellstutter Sprite. So, yeah, he's probably just gonna Sprite that one, but not much we can do. We can hope that he sprites the Utopia Sprawl. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could try that. Let's see if he does. He does. Okay. Yeah. And then we're gonna cast another Utopia Sprawl on the land over there. And we are going to choose white. And pass the turn. Now he bashes us. Does he have a ninja? Is there a ninja incoming? Yes, there is. Okay. So we get ninja'd. It's not really that big of a deal. It means that we can resolve a Core Skyfisher, which will then block the ninja quite effectively. Yeah, so we are just going to do that. And return our Abundant Growth and recast it. And we draw a Prism. It's not the best draw. I would have liked to draw another land. Now Snap will be pretty annoying here. And we have to keep in mind that he has a Spellstutter Sprite in his hand. He has a Delver. So no snaps. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the same thing again. We could play around Snap by not attacking with our Skyfisher. And yeah, it's probably correct because we want to trade a Skyfisher for a Delver anyways, if we have the chance to do so. So we're gonna run Skyfisher. Return the Abundant Growth, recast the Abundant Growth, and draw Elvish Visionary. So yeah, we are gonna pass the turn. Does he flip it? No. So he probably drew this island. Let's just assume that he drew this island because he didn't play a land last turn. So it's very likely that he drew the island. So here we could attack with our Skyfishers and then momentary blink them if he goes to attack us. But that's too risky for me. I think I'm just gonna run out some Visionaries. Maybe some Dreamstalkers. Nah, probably just Visionaries. So Elvish Visionary number 1. Could count it, but probably not. And Visionary number 2. Is there any point in running out the Dreamstalker instead? I think I want to keep the Dreamstalkers for now. Just until we know what we want to do. We could still draw one of our reality assets or something like that. Ace? No, Spellstutter. So the Spellstutter is gone. And we again know none of the cards in his hand. And he's just going to pass. Chris ran, what's the card? Serrated Arrows. I don't currently own Serrated Arrows, and they cost $1 million ticks. And I don't really think that you need them in this deck that badly. I think they're just nice to have, but no integral part of the strategy. So here, I think I want to start applying some pressure, probably. Let's see. Yeah, I think we are going to bash with one of the Skyfishes now. That could very well be wrong. I don't know. So we are going to cast a Dreamstalker, which is going to get countered. Yeah. Okay. So we just run out a Prophetic Prism. His attacks are still not very good, but they are better than they used to be. Nothing we can do with 1 mana, right? Oh yeah, I miscounted. But yeah, there's nothing we can do with 1 mana. And we already played a land, so let's just pass. I haven't played the deck a ton, so I might still be somewhat improficient with piloting it. So please excuse the mistakes I make, because yeah, I just did not have the chance to run the deck all that often. Here we could trade with the Delver, but we could still do that later on. I think it might just be more profitable to just block a Spell Stutter Sprite. We're probably going to get ninja'd. That's my estimate. But yeah, I might very well be wrong, but I think I'm just going to block one of the Spell Stutters. Take 5. And ninja. Ninja. Any Hattori Hansos in the house? Look at this guy with this huge scroll and the murdered guy in the background. It's so cool. Yeah. He's tanking. He's definitely tanking. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of momentary blink decks. I just think it's sweet to like get additional value if you enter the battlefield triggers. I'm gonna pause the video until he knows what to do. So here we are, and as we expected, there was a ninja. He took back the Spell Stutter Sprite, so one of our spells is going to get counted. He also has 5 cards in his hands. One of them is Accumulated Knowledge, one of them is Spell Stutter Sprite, and he play a land last turn. Yeah, he did. So it's not very likely that he has lands. So he seems to be on all gas. I think we're just gonna get some value with the Dreamstalkers and not overextend too much. I don't think attacking is very profitable here, because we might very well be punished. With double ninja, it's just way too much of a stretch. So he goes to counter a Dreamstalker, and we can then we could attack and blink. Attack and blink seems reasonable. But yeah, I'm just gonna blink in during my turn. There really are not that many cards for 1 mana that he could have. He could have Vapor Snag, but that would be okay. Daze doesn't do anything here. So we blink this guy, get back the Abundant Growth, recast Abundant Growth, draw a card, and pass the turn. We played the land, yeah we did. So still looking decent here. Cloud of Fairies, sure. Go ahead. And Frostburn Weird. That's something. Frostburn Weird is definitely something. Yeah, okay, we draw a Lone Missionary, which is okay. Not amazing. Did he? No, he still didn't play the AK. So he has AK and 2 unknown cards. Probably both. Probably not lands because he would have played them. So how do we deal with this Frostburn Weird? That's tough. It's definitely tough. I think we just stop blinking now. Oh yeah, let's just run out the prism first. See what we draw. We draw another forest. Okay, so we can attack and blink again. That would be okay. And then run out the missionary as well. Yeah, okay, let's try that. We could triple block it with his fairies, but I gladly trade them for 2 fairies. Yeah, let's just blink this guy. Now is he going to counter it? No, it doesn't look like it. So we bounce the growth again, recast the growth, draw a card, reality asset. Okay, so that's a way of dealing with Frostburn Weird. That's officially been declared. So we run out Lone Missionary as well, because he blocks ninjas. Decent guy. AK. Yep. Into Daze. Don't daze me, bro. Don't daze me. Please don't daze me. Ah, he does daze me. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. His attacks are still not stellar, but starting to be a little bit hairy. Yeah, he's just gonna swing with everything now. So we take 4 of the Frostburn Weird, 5, 6, 7. We could take 7 damage if we block both of his ninjas and trade with the Insectal Aberration. It seems okay. I don't want to give him any more cards. If we take 7, we go down to 4. Then we can reality acid the Frostburn Weird, hopefully. Let's see, that takes 3 and 4. Yeah, it works out. Yeah, I think we have the best shot if we just block like this. Just trade with the Delver, block away both of his ninjas, and let him pump a bunch. Ah, he has another ninja. What did he return? Man, what did he return? Yeah, the Spell Stutter. Spell Stutter is no longer around. So he draws a card. Yeah, we're probably in trouble. I agree. We're probably in trouble. And what do we draw? A Mole Drifter. He can't counter the Mole Drifter. So we could just Mole Drifter, block both of his big guys, take 4, go to 2. Or take 5, go to 1 if he decides to run out the Spell Stutter. Because he's going to counter the Reality Acid, probably. Or if he doesn't counter Reality Acid, then he's going to counter the Blink. So let's just run out Muldrifter, I think. See what good old Daddy Drifts gives us. Cast this guy. Cast this guy, I said. Does he have counterspell? Yeah. That's unfortunate. So, are we dead yet? Yeah, I think we are. Well, that's unfortunate. So, we lose. Definitely think there were some mistakes in the playing part. But yeah. So we can probably cut the reality assets against him, because they're just a little bit too slow. Elvish Visionary doesn't seem like it's going to do much. So I'm going to definitely put in the 4 Forge Devils. Probably the Dementia. And cut those guys. Maybe leave in 1 reality asset. Seems okay still. Question is if it's better than low missionary. And I don't think so actually. I think missionary is just better. It can attack, it can buy us some time, it can block ninjas. Yeah. Just gonna do it like this. Yeah, I think the one time where we attacked with a Skyfisher was definitely wrong, and we probably played into his counter spells a little bit too much. But nah, this is a mulligan, of course. This is a mulligan as well. This is okay. A decent hand. Which one do we run? I think the Abundant Growth gives us the best shot of playing a turn 2 Skyfisher. There we go. There we go. We could still have days, of course. But, yeah, that's actually a good point. We could Wild Growth this thing. And then cast a Missionary instead of the Skyfisher. Yeah, that seems okay. Cast a Missionary. We could also cast nothing and just play around days, but I don't think we can afford that in our situation. No flips. Okay, no flips is good. So there we have Cloud of Fairies. Is he going to swing? No. Of course not. Are we going to swing? That's another question. I think we are. Yeah, I think we are going to swing. Boom. Battle Wither or Battle Monk. So what do we do now? He probably has a counter spell. So we could try to bait out the counterspell with the Utopia Sprawl. That sounds okay. So we add white and green and play the Utopia Sprawl on this thing. It's probably not going to counter it, I don't think. Let's choose white, I think. I just don't want to run my Coal Skyfisher into his like spell status sprite, so I'm just gonna pass the turn, and then if he doesn't do anything, we can blink our guy and maybe bait out the counter spell like that, or maybe he just ninjas us. No, okay, a null is fine. So it bashes with both. Does not ninja us. And we are going to attempt to blink this guy. Which resolves. I mean, you can easily just let it resolve. Yeah, at this point I don't know if we have much of a choice actually. We could still wait for him to get greedy, but I think this is just wrong. Yeah, I think we're just gonna cast it and hope he doesn't have it, but it's very unlikely. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we are probably going to lose that one as well. This matchup seems pretty hairy. Yeah, just another missionary. It's gonna buy us some time, but it's not really gonna help much. Just run out the missionary. Yeah, you can easily just, again, let it resolve. I mean, we're gonna get 4 more life, go up to 27, but it's not gonna change anything. We're still just gonna get beaten down for good. Yeah, in come the little blue man. There's a ninja. Yeah, we already post blocks, so we can't block it. He's pretty short on mana. That's the only good. That's the only good news. We're gonna abundant growth. Draw a Forge Devil. That is something. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. 4 mana. So we can Forge Devil one of his clouds, and then maybe flashback the momentary blink, or we could just wait and double up on with the Forge Devil on the Insect Elaboration. Those are basically our 2 options. I don't know which one's better again. Forge Devil plays around another spell starter sprite as well. Because he, I know it doesn't really, because all of our stuff is 1 and 2 mana. So if he has 1 Cloud of Fairy or 2 Clouds of Fairies, doesn't really make a whole lot of, doesn't really make a big difference. I think I'm just gonna round up the Forge Devil right now, because he doesn't have double mana up, so the chance of it getting countered is far lower. Yeah. Ping away the cloud. And we do want to continue. I think I'm just gonna bash with one of the missionaries. I don't think I can afford getting hit by the ninja one more time, actually. Next turn we could bash with both. He doesn't even care. Okay, so we are going to block. There are no more ninjas forthcoming. So he still has this Cloud of Fairies. So what we could do is we have 1 momentary blink, so our play doesn't even work. But what we could do is if we have a 2 mana spell, we can momentary blink our Forge Devil in response to him playing a Cloud of spells to the sprite, so that it doesn't counter it anymore. But I think here it doesn't make any sense. I think running out the Forge Devil, that is. It just gives him an opportunity to cast the Cloud of Fairies, and I'd much rather have him him doing it during his turn by using this momentary blink. I might just be wrong though. Let's say we draw a 2 mana spell next turn, then we can play the 2 mana spell and not blink in response, because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So man, yeah, I'm just gonna bash with both of my guys and let him cast his spells to the sprite during his turn. I think that's better. He still can't daze it because we have 5 mana. So we are going to attempt to... now we do it end of turn, I think. Just gonna take 3 from the aberration again. So we are going to attempt to blink our guy. At blue, at green, blink. Does it work? No, of course not. Yeah, And we draw another blink. That's interesting. So we now could deal with the insect elaboration by playing a Forge Devil, ping it, and ping it again with our other Forge Devil. We could also just get rid of both of his clouds and attack him for 3, which means that we're gonna take 2 damage off of this play, so we are still ahead in the race if we do it like this, and we can then still blink the low missionary to maybe survive 1 more turn. So this might just be correct, plus it prevents him countering stuff with countering the momentary blink on the flashback. So I think this is my play. Forge Devil. Bring away the spell stutter, and then a momentary blink the Forge Devil, bringing away the Cloud of Fairies. We go to 7 and attack for 3, putting him to 6. So he kills us in 3 swings, but we kill him in 3 swings too, and we are basically ahead in the curve, unless he has another creature. But now his spell stutter sprites are not live anymore. What does he have? Oh man. Oh man, was that necessary? Yeah, at this point I don't think there is much we can do. We can go up to 8. I think I'm just gonna smash in with everything. Let him block something and then probably blink it. He's gonna block the missionary. Yeah, of course. Then blink it. So blue, green. Blink this guy. Gain 4 life. Snag him for 2, and bluff something. I mean, he's just not gonna care. Yeah. He attacks with Delver only. Okay. That's decent. Coral Net. Turn a creature as at the beginning of every status creature unless you discard a card. Okay. Huh. I haven't seen this one in a while. I run it in my ocean themed EDH deck. It's a really great deck. It runs Lothos as a general and then just tons of whales and jellyfish and stuff. What do we do here? We could... Does this ping to player? No, only creature. It does ping a player, but that player is us. Okay. So we are dead anyways next turn. I don't think there is much we can do. No, I think we're just dead. We can ping this guy and attack with everything, but he's just gonna block the low missionary, go to 2. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're dead. Good game. But it was definitely somewhat tough. Okay, I'm gonna pause it and I'll be back for another match. So here we go again. We won the die roll. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna play first. Playing against Mancio 1982. This hand is okay. It has mana. That's the most important thing. So we're not gonna mulligan. We're gonna GLHF our opponent, and then cast Utopia. Start with casting Utopia Sprawl for blue mana, I think, because we want to cast a Drake Familiar. That might actually just have been the first mistake, because what are we going to cast a Drake Familiar on? Utopia Sprawl? Fairies again, Jesus. Yeah, so it was the first mistake right away. Apologize for that. Yeah, just not doing anything this turn really sucks. Yeah, we should have definitely put that one on white. I'm very stupid, because we could have played a lone missionary at least. So yeah, that was definitely a punt. So now we are dealing with the problem of spell status sprite again. So what we want to do is we want him to not counter the Score Skyfisher, but counter something else instead. And how do we do that? I think we start by casting Abundant Growth on this thing, which is the one I care least. And then probably just gonna Missionary. Just gonna cast a Missionary. Looks like a budget fairy spelled. I don't see people running that one all that often. So he might not have days, but that's just a lose-lose estimate. So yeah, Piracy Charm. Okay. I got my value, I don't care. F6 it up. And take our beats. So he still has counter mana up. So what do? We have 3 mana. We can play Wild Growth, still have 3 mana, but it doesn't really do anything. We could run out the Drake Familiar, which he is probably going to counter. And then we can get back, if he doesn't, we can get back one of our Abundant Groves. So I'm gonna do that. Pay green, add blue and green, and cast a Drake Familiar. Does it resolve? Yes, good, good. Buy back one of our Abundant Groves and recast it right away. And we draw Moldrifter, which is decent. Moldrifter is definitely decent. So what will it be? Another Piracy Charm? Yep, called it. Called it. You ain't got nothing on me, bro. I know all your tricks. All your filthy little tricks. So now we can not cast the Moldrifter because we don't have 5 mana, and he still has a lot of mana up. So I think I'm just gonna start off with Elvish Visionary, because that gives us some card advantage and maybe draws us a land, which would be nice. Yeah, at this point I think Lone Missionary is the one I care least about, but I would really like to draw this land. Yeah, I would really like to draw this land here. So we're just gonna Prism. Hopefully draw the land. We do not. Okay. That's okay. That doesn't matter all that much. Pestamite? No, Una's Grace. I'm not. This build seems weird. Una's Grace kind of lends himself to a slower kind of control deck, and Zephyr Sprite is just doesn't really make sense in this deck. I mean, yes, it does support spell status sprites, but so do other cards in Pauper. What to do? What to do? We could resolve one of our core Skyfishes right now, because he only has 3 mana, and that's very most likely not enough to counter both of them. But I don't think there's really much of a point in it at all. So we are just gonna sprawl up one of our forests. Choose white this time, and then we can add some more mana and cast 2 of our stuffs. Yeah, we're gonna cast a Dreamstalker. Buying back one of Abundant Groves. And then probably just, yeah, we could just run out the Skyfisher. Oh, we could just run out the Low Missionary. I don't really care. We could still Skyfisher next turn. And we're again not under much pressure here. So now he spell status it. No. Okay. Okie dokie. So we are going to smash him. Basically what we do here is just wait for him to sort of move out and do something, so we can resolve our Skyfishes. Or maybe because we have this Mole Drifter, a better play would just let him cast his counter magic. But I'm still just gonna start lead with the lower tier threats, because I want him to counter those if at all possible. So we are going to Abundant Growth this forest, draw a card, Parallax Dementia. That one's interesting because it could also just be a beatdown card in this deck. You can display it on one of your guys and go to town. But I think there's no real point in doing that right now. So I'm just gonna run out the Prism, draw a card, and cast an Abundant Growth on that thing. And yeah, I think at this point we might just as well cast a core Skyfisher, because we have nothing else to do. And I mean, if you have nothing else to do, there's no real point in sitting on your cards just for the heck of it. At least if you have other threats. If that core Skyfisher would be our only threat, or our only card in hand, basically, that it would be different. But logic not. Okay. So we could have waited a bit to play around that, but never mind. At least we know what's up. It's probably not the only counterspell in his hand, so yeah, getting it out of his hand is definitely okay. And Logic Knot in the late game just is basically a hard counter, because he can remove so many cards. Well, they're basically just 2 right now. So the beatdowns are probably going to stop. If I were him, I would just leave this guy back to trade with Low Missionary. Yeah, I think this is what he's going to do. So yeah, we can start by attacking. Because I don't really want to use a blink or something on my Low Missionary, so I'll happily just trade it. Which also prevents us from getting spell status sprited. So we add 2, cast an Elvish Visionary, draw something, a Mole Drifter, okay. We could run out the Mole Drifter, but I think I'm just again going to start off with casting lower tier threats. And I think at this point Mole Drifter is the best we have. So I'm going to cast a Skyfisher, let him counter it probably, yeah. And now we have 1, 2, 3 mana. We could evoke a Mole Drifter, but that doesn't seem worth it. I'm probably just gonna beat down a little bit more and then start hard casting Mole Drifters. I mean, as long as he's not doing anything now, we're just gonna win this game basically, because it's his turn to move. So now I think we are not going to cast something. We're not going to cast anything, because there's really no point in it, because he's under pressure. He's basically under a 2-turn clock if we use Parallax Dementia. So he really has to get some defense down, which means that we then can get him with Mole Drifter as soon as he taps out. Quicksand. I don't care about Quicksand. Still a 2-turn clock if we just suit up our Dreamstalker. And if he wants to sack his already scarce mana, then so be it. So he passes back to us. And discards something. A Vapor Snack. Huh. Okay, that's cool. Discarding Vapor Snack is definitely good for us, because we are in fact going to cast an aura. Boom. Dementia this guy up. See if he wants to counter it. No, he doesn't. So we are going to swing with our team. Is there a Pestamite coming? Yep. Okay. So that means that now we can resolve a Mole Drifter. Most probably. He could have left Quicksand up. He probably has a 1 mana spell. Probably another Vapor Snack. Does he block? Yeah, he does. Okay. So we add some manas to our mana pool and cast good old Daddy Drifts. Good old Mr. Drifts. Drawing us into Sprawl and another Drifter. So we are gonna sprawl that thing up, I think, and not leave any mana up. And we can choose black this time. Just have one of every flavor. For symmetry reasons. You guys understand. You want to have symmetry. So the next one is going to be on green. Or on red. Never mind. So he has a Spire Golem, which is again okay for us, because now we can we resolve 2 Mole Drifters? I think we can. Yeah, we can. So we are going to start with casting one of them. Blue. Boom. So now we can basically just overwhelm him with card advantage. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. If we suit up our Visionary and swing in with everything, he will have to block one of our guys. Probably the Mole Drifter. Then he will go to 1. So if he then we will have the Mole Drifter and some others. No, I think it's too risky. I think it's just a little bit too risky. I'd much rather just resolve another Mole Drifter. As long as we have the opportunity to do so. So now we are just going to smash him with, probably still with everything. I mean, if he blocks the Mole Drift, he takes 5. And then he's on a really short clock. It might just be that he has to block Dreamstalker here. What does he do? He probably blocks the Drifter. Yeah, so he takes 5 damage, goes to 4. Or does he have Vapor Snack on Dreamstalker? Man, that would be awesome. No, on Visionary. Okay, that's pretty good as well. That's pretty okay as well. So next turn our Dreamstalker is going to bite the dust. But I think at this point we are enough ahead that we can probably win this game. Yeah, yes, another Zephyr Sprite, which I just don't care about. Bye bye. Oh, now we draw the Momentary Blink. Okay. So now I think we're just gonna start burying him in card advantage. Oh, I misclicked. So we are in beginning of combat right now, which is not where I want to be. But I'm just gonna smash with both Mole Drifters and blink the one that he blocks. Maybe even blink it twice, who knows. We don't have a blink in our graveyard. No, not currently. Okay, so he double blocks. I'm going to blink this one. Add a white. Add white. Pay one. Blink. Now if he has a counter, we are just going to blink it again, I think, and then cast another one. He's in a really tough spot here. Yeah. So his Zephyr Sprite dies, which again makes Spellstutter Sprite basically useless. So now I think I'm just gonna diversify my threats. Like cast the Skyfisher. Yeah, I'm just gonna overload the board with threats right now. That's my plan. What? He counters this one, but he doesn't counter the blink on the Mole Drifter. That's weird. Oh yeah, we could have blinked again. Sorry guys. It's not weird at all. But if he counters this guy, it means that our Mole Drifter number 4 is going to resolve. 4 Mole Drifters in one game. I mean, who could possibly win after that? That's beyond me. Undo. Boom. Do you have enough? Enough already? No? Still not enough. Okay. So we are just going to cast another Visionary, drawing us into another Abundant Growth. So we can Abundant Growth one of our forests. And pass. Yeah, I think he's on burrow time. I don't think he can. I just can't think of a way of recovering from that much card advantage from our part. Of course, with several Spire Golems, sure, why not? But still, we can just. Yeah, what can we do right now? We can suit up our Mole Drifter and then attack him. He has to block. If he double blocks, then we kill off one of his Spire Golems. That's not really that good. If he single blocks, that's okay for us. And if the Dementia runs out, then we can just blink our Mole Drifter. But I think I'm just gonna start blinking Drifters right now. And then probably draw into something that can bounce this stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Or am I? I can blink all my Drifters mid-combat. But that's a lot of Drifters to blink. And I don't want to do all of that in one turn. Add white. One blink. Still nothing that can blink a Dementia or Reality Acid, so I'm just going to continue doing my stuff. Add white and blink this one again. Still nothing. Okay. Yeah, we're digging. Definitely digging. There's a Skyfisher. Okay. So we are going to add white and blue. And like this. Yeah, like this. Like this. So we are going to Reality Acid one of his golems and then Skyfisher it back to kill off the golem. Boom. And now we can still cast the Visionary. We did play a land, right? I have lost the oversight. This deck is it's just too dirtly. You just can't keep track of everything you could do. But I like it. I like this deck. It's a fun deck. So no attacks. Discard a forest. Now he's pretty dead on board, so we can just swing with everything. Or we could just probably take out one of his guys first. Let's see if he has some more counter magic. Does he? Counterspell. Okay. The thing is, if he counters this one, we can just alpha him, and then he will be dead anyways. So I don't really care. So that one sticks. So now we can cast a Dreamstalker, take back this Parallax Dementia, and if this doesn't work, we can still momentary blink our core Skyfisher to take back the Parallax Dementia and still get his blocker out of the way. Man, this was quite a game. This was quite a game. So again, he doesn't seem to be the Delver version of the deck, but I still think that I'm going to put in Forge Devils, because why would he run Zephyr Sprite if he doesn't run any spell starters? I can't think of a reason. And I'm again gonna cut the Elvish Visionaries. No, not the Wild Growth. And the question still is if low missionary is better than Reality Acid, but I think against him it's probably not. I'm going to put in a Tin Street Hooligan, and yeah, I'm just gonna cut back on all the missionaries and take in the Hooligan, the Reality Acid, and the Parallax Dementia. Yeah, that seems alright. We are 57 minutes already, and it's only game 2. Yeah, this was quite a match. He's not mulliganing, and I think we are not mulliganing. Let's just hope he doesn't have a 1-mana counterspell. No, like a null or something. Yeah, we're gonna leave with Sprawl. We're just not gonna care. Choose white this time, because we might as well play correctly. He passes back. We have a forest. He doesn't have logic, not or counterspell up, and that's like the only 2 counterspells we've seen. So I am thinking about just running out the Skyfisher, but I think there's no real reason yet. So I'm just going to cast a Prophetic Prism. Try to hit some more land drops. Cast an Abundant Growth for the same reason. Yeah, and there's a land drop. Land drops are definitely important in this matchup. Think twice. Or think once. No. Think 0 times. No thinking. No thinking whatsoever. Now this time we have 4 mana available, so we could try to resolve something. He has Pestamite. Okay, that's fine. That means that we can resolve a Reality Acid on his island. We have no instant, right? No, we can't. No, scratch that. We can't. But what we can do is we can resolve a Cold Skyfisher, which is definitely big, because it's gonna block most of his stuff. So get back the Abundant Growth and pass. Does he have Coral Net as well? Doesn't look like it. Probably has Piracy Charm. But if he wants to 2-for-1 himself, that's fine for me. Yeah, it definitely has Piracy Charm. But again, it 2-for-1s him, it taps his blue mana during his turn. which means he can't counter whatever we play now. Yeah, he just has another Pestamite. Okay. Still no instance, so no reason in tapping it. So now I think we just build up our board presence a bit more. I'm gonna run both of the Abundant Groves, trying to hit the land, which we are not doing as it seems. Nope, no lands. Okay, that's alright. That's alright. So next turn I'm going to attempt to Reality Acid one of his, probably his Pestamite. Hope for him to counter it, and then Forge Devil him. Man, how many Pestamites could he... Jesus. But at least... now he has spell status Bright Mana up. Okay. No, that's bad. That's bad. So if he Forge Devil, he's just going to spell stutter it. Probably just going to spell stutter it. But on the other hand, yes, we haven't seen any spell status from him. He played 0 spell status game 1, so that makes me hesitant to not just run out the Forge Devil. But again, we're not under that much of pressure, so I just much rather build up our board presence. Then again, hitting one of his Pestamites would be so big here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it. Hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Please don't spell stutter me. Yes. Good. Good, good. Very, very good. So he has no spell stutters. That one we can be sure about. So he smacks us for 2. And again, we are probably going to go towards a board state where we can resolve a Mole Drifter. Did he? Man. Oh man. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. But we did draw a forest. That is something. It's definitely something. So because he did not have a counter spell last turn, we're just going to Dreamstalker our Forge Devil and shoot one of his Pestamites again. Yep. Bam. I think we could have... Yeah, that was probably a mistake. I think we should have attacked with the Forge Devil, because I don't think he would have blocked or sacrificed a Quicksand in order to kill it. So that might have been wrong. We might have missed out on a damage there. Pestamite number 4? No. No. Okay. Okay. We draw a lot of Reality Acids, so they don't get better in multiples, because you only really need 1. But what we can do here is, with the acid, I mean, we could just acid one of his islands and just let it die over time. I mean, he didn't have any counter spells the last few turns, so I'm really just not going to care about counter spells and just run out the Mole Drifter. Probably need blue mana for that, but we can just tap this. So yeah, cast Big O Drifts. And if has, yeah, he doesn't have it. If he had it now, he would really be a master. A master of diversion, that is. I think that's a magic card. Might even be from the new set. Might be the 2/2 for 3 mana, which I always lose against. Every game, every single game, my opponent plays this guy, the 2/2 for 3 with white guy, which when he attacks, taps a guy. I just lose against that, just hands down. He did Quicksand my Forge Devil, but that's alright. If he wants to mana screw himself just to kill off my Forge Devil, it's definitely fine for me. I see that Forge Devil is definitely valuable because he can kill away his flyers, but I don't think that this is going to be too much of a problem. So now what? Now what? Now we could bounce our Mole Drifter and recast it. We could also reality acid one of his stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could also just prism and see what's up. Yeah, this is probably for the best. I just don't want to waste my last Dreamstalker to, in brackets, just get back a Mole Drifter. Which was Springleaf Drum, which is nice. Yeah, now I think I'm just going to reality acid one of his islands. No. Undo. Blue mana, this. Now we still have 2 mana. We could play we could cast a Tin Street Hooligan or some other thing. Oh, he just countered it. Yeah, that's fine. That is definitely fine. Because we have more where that came from. Way more. We're also severely behind on clock, so we have to be careful. Now here, I think I'm gonna block the Zephyr Sprite and just get the 2-for-1 again off from the Piracy Charm. Because again, this is going to... Ah, he has Ninja. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. He can draw as many cards as he wants. That was obviously not true. Now he... if he draws a land, he can recast a Pestamite, but he doesn't. So that's good. We are going to keep that Forge Devil around for a bit. And Ninja is not really a problem. So we're just going to go after his mana again. Blue, boom. Make blue and 1, cast Dreamstalker. Get back this reality acid. Make him sack his land. Ah, he has a think twice. Okay. Okay. So we are going to acid up his other island. And then just smack with our Mole Drifter. Because we can block the Ninja with our Dreamstalker. And if he has a bounce spell of sorts, that's definitely okay. I mean, I would want him to bounce my Dreamstalker. Oh, he has Pestamite. Ah, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. Shouldn't have attacked. Should not have attacked. But at least that makes him cast a Pestamite during his turn, which means that we can Forge Devil it during our turn. So that's at least something positive about that. Even though he was obviously wrong. Still haven't drawn a Momentary Blink. It's unfortunate. Nothing we can really do about. We have no card advantage going on. So I think I'm just gonna slam down this Forge Devil. Ping away his Pestamite. Reality acid his other land. Acid all of his lands. And then smack him with Mole Drifter. And keep back both Dreamstalkers just in case. Just in case. Now these assets are going to slowly take away his lands. Oh, okay, Spiral Golem is decent. But he doesn't know about our Hooligan. And he is going to tap out. For a Frostburn, weird. I think we had that before, but Dreamstalker blocks that one pretty nicely. Actually just blocks it. There's no way he can kill it. Ah, Mole Drifter. Hello. Hello, Mr. Drifter. Blue, green, cast Mole Drifter, as long as he's tapped out. Draw into amount of poop. So we can green and red cast a hooligan. Hooligan! Get out of here, you Everton fan, or whatever. that didn't quite work out. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted. So we draw one, draw Springleaf Drum. Do we cast that? Yeah, we might as well. We might as well cast the Springleaf Drum. And then smack him again with big old Mr. Drifts. And see what he can do. This reality asset is on 2, this one's on 1, so his one island is going to die. He has another Spire Golem. Okay. Okie dokie. That's fine for me. We have double Mole Drifter, we can just block it. And we can just go aggro at some point. If we just draw any bounces card or a momentary blink or basically anything, this guy's just going to bite the dust. This is not it. So now what do we do? What do we do? We could Parallax Dementia one of our guys, but that doesn't seem that great. I think I'd rather have that sticking around for later, when we need to kill one of his guys. Yeah, not drawing a momentary blink kinda sucks. Would have liked a momentary blink. Would definitely have been great. So now what? Now it just passes. And we get his island, which is again going to... No? Okay. Oh, he is. Okay. He's going to tap it for another thing twice. Can we draw something good? Just once? Yeah, that counts. That definitely counts. Because now we can just equip up his Spire Golem. And then Drake Familiar the thing back. If that one resolves, that is. Which it does. So Sprawl, add blue. What's the Drake? Add blue. Add blue. I command thee. Cast Drake Familiar. Get back our Dementia. Kill off his Spire Golem. And then we can hit him for 7-14. Yeah, he's on a 2-turn clock now, so I'm fine with that. Definitely fine with that. Boom. Blammo. Yes, yes. Victory is near, my friends. Victory is near. The gods are on our side. Might be a little bit too cocky to speak of victory right now, but I really don't think he can get out of this. Because now he has to block the Mole Drifter. And yeah, he's just going to see. Okay, so that's it for today. We were victorious in this last match, which is definitely nice. Yeah, give the deck a shot, it's really fun. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Yes, lots of nice interactions. And decent late game, I think, just because of the number of card draw. You can just keep up with most of the decks. The only thing is that it's pretty susceptible to land destruction, and there has been an increasing number of land destruction decks actually in the tournament practice room. That might have something to do with Deluxeicoff's latest brew, the red-green land hack deck. I think it was Deluxeicoff. Yeah, I'm almost certain it was Deluxeicoff. So thank you, Deluxeicoff, for ruining the Pauper format. No, yeah. So if you want to play a deck that's somewhat different, but still has a lot of punching power, then give this deck a shot. I really like it. I want to tweak it a little bit more. I'm not sure about on the numbers of reality assets and Drake Familiars and Dementias, but the Skyfishes and Dreamstalkers seem like set in stone. Also the Abounding Groves and Utopia Sprawls, there's not much you can change about that. But I'm definitely going to tweak it a little bit on also the sideboard. And yeah, if you want me to do another video of the deck, then just let me know in the comments. But yeah, this was Dom recording for MagicGatheringStrat. Like and favorite this video if you are inclined to do so. Also check out the Pauper to the People forums for latest updates on the deck. And thank you for watching. This is Dom signing off.